I am William, and I'm asking you, viewer on the other end, to come along and take a walk with me as we leave the worries of the modern world behind and embrace the love, kindness, and calm that is Mother Nature. And today, I met a man who, for all the likes I could see, seemed to be a man of worry. And yet, when I got to know him, he turned out to be a very calm and well-mannered, kind, and wise human. So you can never judge a book by its cover. So I met him getting lunch. He was standing in line. And oftentimes, the in-between places of life, the waiting in line, the sitting in traffic, is where we, if we are open, have some of our most profound experiences, interestingly enough. And I was speaking with this man, and he had a bright smile, and we got to talking about life. And it turns out we both like to take nature walks in this same forest. So what are the odds? I mean, people do walk here, but still, there's someone walking behind me as well. And so we started talking about how these walks that we take, they really make a difference. And he was speaking about how he was at work one day and a coworker said something quite mean, and something in reference to the way he looked and sort of bringing him down. And he said that the old version of himself, the one who didn't realize the benefit of these nature walks, and he may have responded differently, or reacted rather. But he said that he responded in a way of not reciprocating the negativity, but in a way that didn't propel the negativity forward, but sort of allowed it to bounce off and transmuted it into a positive experience. And perhaps the coworker who said something mean was going through something and didn't really mean it and later regretted it. But in any case, he said it was these meditative walks that he went on. He took a pause and took a breath, and instead of reacting, he responded. And I too am working on that. Here we are at one of my favorite places. So I may take my shoes off and get those negative ions, which help balance out the system, and see what birds approach us, the messengers from the divine world. As I say that, I think I see a bird. Let's check it out. right. So I believe we have found a group of crows. Let's see if they want to talk. Ah! 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 Not today. What do you have a message for us today, crows? So right as I asked for the message, they started talking. Now, I hear you. It's good to meet you. You're gonna be on my video, okay? So I like to just embrace nature without having to talk so much. You guys are talkative. So just take a breath with me. Crows are very mystical birds. I'll show you what they look like. They're up there perched, watching me. What is that noise? As I was saying, earlier, I met a man and he reminded me through a simple conversation about the lasting impact of these meditative walks. And it may not seem like much at the time, but the more you do this, the more you step into nature with the intention of grounding. Try to take your shoes off if you can, which really connects you to Mother Earth. Keep an eye out for the different birds. Even the trees talk. We'll get into that later. These trees, they don't know me as well, so they're not talking as much. But I will teach you tree language when it's the right time. And the man reminded me that these meditative walks help us to ground in situations in this modern world, which we have to operate in. Unless you just wanted to run off in the mountains and become a sage, you can do that, but you know, what's the fun in that? We have to operate in this world, and operating in this world means encountering people who may or may not be kind to us in a certain situation. But when we have these meditative walks, when we are grounded, our vibration is vibrating very high, and thus it is much easier for us to naturally respond to negativity by rising above it rather than engaging and reacting and propelling that negativity forward. And I know that is easier said than done. We've got some dragonflies flying around. Whenever you see the dragonflies, notice how they are so joyful, always moving about. Dragonflies may be significant for someone. They are a reminder to embrace the joy of life. And they may be a sign of joyful things to come. And so we continue down the creek. I'm just giving you a feeling of how I go on my walks. You can take what resonates and leave the rest. But I like to walk with an intention today because of my encounter with that man. Have the intention of touching base with how I respond to negativity. And on the other hand, I'm allowing Mother Nature to bring a message from the field, whether through the trees, through the water, through the animals. Everything here is talking. If we would only listen. Okay. Now that we did our little listening, you see the wind blowing, the breath of life. Mother Earth breathes just like we do. Alright everyone, that was our video today. Visited by the crows, the mystical crows who are bringing a message. What that message is will be unique to you. It could be to never underestimate your own puzzle-solving ability. It may be a reminder that your ancestors are with you. Crows can navigate between the spirit realm and our world. Many messages the crows bring. Just have to listen. And listen with your heart. Flow with the river, my friend. The more you fight the river, the more you'll be tired and less likely to end up where the river wants to take you. The river knows where it's going. It's going home. And so, I leave you all with a message, a reminder that we always have a choice in how we respond to negativity. And the way we respond with love and compassion and empathy towards others tells a lot more about us than it does them. And of course, I'm not saying let people walk all over you. I am saying, for me, I try my best to respond with kindness I usually find that's the way of the river. Until next time, my friends, this is New Earth Nomad, William Wind. We will be traveling around the world. I will create different series. This is the Creek series here in my home, where I grew up. I figured this was the best place to start. Many destinations on the horizon. Many messages, many mysteries, many mazes to navigate. And the most important labyrinth of all is the labyrinth of love within our heart. Until next time, my friends. Peace.